All right, what's going on, guys? So, the topic I want to discuss today is men, we do not waste our time. We do not engage in activities that waste our time. A man does not engage in activity that wastes his time. So, males do. Males engage in activities that waste their time. A boy engages in activities that waste his time. But a man is focused on his purpose. A man is focused on his mission. So a man's time is very valuable to him. As men, we don't engage in any activities that waste our time. That means you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. A man is, a man does what he does, and a man does whatever he wants and is willing to accept the consequences because a man does not waste his time. This means no arguing. A man doesn't argue. A man will not go back and forth with you. So whether it is your woman, whether it is friends, whether it is your family members, your mother, a man will not go back and forth with you because a man explains himself. A man doesn't have to explain himself. A man is what he is. All right? So when you feel the need to explain yourself to somebody, when you find yourself arguing with somebody, that's exactly what you are doing. You already failed because your foundation is already shaky. You're supposed to be immovable. Your foundation is supposed to be solid. But when you are arguing with a woman, when you are arguing with your mother, whoever it is, you are wasting your time. Because if you're arguing with your woman, that shouldn't even have gotten there in the first place. You should never even get in a situation where you find yourself and you find your woman arguing with you. Because as a man, if I have rules and boundaries in place, I have the law of the land set out, and if you as my woman, you are not following me, you are not following my lead, you are not letting me lead properly, you are trying to argue and question me as a man, no problem. You will be dismissed promptly and swiftly. And that's the thing about being a man. A man does not sit here and argue. I don't have time to waste. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time trying to explain something to you, trying to convince you. There's no argument. So that's where you failed. First off, there's no going back and forth. You are who you are, and she's either with it or she's not. If she's not, goodbye. Cut her off. It's that simple. If you, as a man, if you feel like you're a man, if you're a young man turning into a man, and you feel, if you think that you have to argue with your mother, if you're getting to that age where you think that you should move out and your mother is finding things to argue with you about, if you know you are a man, you don't have to sit here and argue with her. You don't have to sit here and explain yourself. You are who you are. And if there's a problem, listen, here's a solution. All right, mama, listen, I understand you love me. I understand you're my mother, but I'm a man now. And I'm willing to move out if that's what it takes. I will move out and become my own man. That's what a man does. A man does not sit here and argue with his mom. A man does not sit here and stay under his mother's roof and argue with her all day about things, about topics that she questions you about, topics that she brings up, try to argue with you. Not even your father. Once you get to that point where you know you're a man, you're willing to stand on your beliefs and you're willing to face any action and repercussion that comes with it. Another point I want to make is, since men, as men, we don't waste our time, a man does not ask a woman for her number. A male does, a boy does, because when you are asking a woman for her number, you are wasting your time. Because what a man does, a man gives the woman his number. Because when you give her your number, you're still focused on your plan. You're still focused on your purpose. And if she hits you up, she's with it. Okay. Right? So you know what you want. See, that's the thing. Both guys know what they want. But one of them is asking for her number and begging her for her number. And you don't even know if this girl's interested in you. She might have gave you her number just to get you out her face. And now you're sitting here texting her, wasting your time, when you could have just gave her yours and she'll hit you up when she's ready. See the difference? One guy is wasting his time, the other guy isn't. The other guy is still focused. He knows what he wants and he goes for it, but he gave her his number. And when that woman is interested and she's ready to follow you, she can come be a part of the program. That's why as a man, you should never find yourself in a situation where, oh, me and my woman argue every day. Why did it even get to that point? It should have never gotten to that point if you call yourself a man. Because you should have dismissed her ass months ago. Because that doesn't just happen overnight. That's a buildup. So you've been tolerating a lot of shit. And a man does not tolerate shit. So if it's built up to the point where you are arguing, then you already lost. Because a man doesn't have to explain himself. A man lays out the laws of the land. A man lays out the rules for his kingdom. And you either follow these rules or you don't. As men, we don't have time to deal with women who are not willing to submit to us. We don't have time to deal with women who bring nothing but pussy and headache into our life. Because we could get a woman who gives us pussy and no headache. She does stuff for you. She cleans for you. She cooks for you. She packs you meals. She gives you massages. She buys you gifts. This is what a man does. A man does not sit here and argue with a woman who doesn't want to follow his lead, who doesn't want to be a part of his program. That's what males do. That's what boys do. All right, guys. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.